Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. And today I've come out on the North Shore with the brats, with the kids. And we last didn't like that. Yeah, I've brought 2 rods down with me just to put some flapper rigs out there. See if we can get some small dabs, or maybe if we're lucky, a small place. And yeah, just having a little bit of fun with the kids. We're going to fish the tide up to the ramp. The tide's, it's got quite a few hours left yet, but we're just on the sand at the moment, and then it's going to hit this like horrible stuff. It's like a mixture of rock and coral and stuff like that. It's horrible stuff, but I'll be able to cast from that beach up there, go back onto the sand again, so should be alright. But I'm hoping to see if we can get a fish to bite, and so we can get Lyle fella to reel it in, and on his new rod anyway. He hasn't used his new rod yet, the Unabomber, and he's just looking forward to catching his first fish, to be honest, because the first fish he's ever caught was on a crab line, and I'm not counting that fish. So yeah, we're gonna see what's about. We've got lugworm for bait, but we've got a mackerel that's still a bit frozen, so we'll wait until that's defrosted, and we'll pair it up with the mackerel with this lugworm later on. Bit of cocktail there of lugworm and mackerel. So we'll see what happens. The rigs, I think I've already said, both one up, one down flappers, small hooks. You know, just a bit more of a chance of getting a small dab or something like that. But yeah, well, less talking and more fishing. Okay guys, it's been about an hour. Nothing's happening so far. The rods are completely still. I've got plain leads on as well. Look, it's absolutely flat. No pull, no nothing. If I'm gonna fish it up maybe another hour, and if nothing happens, I'm gonna do a review on the Sonik Vader, because I've had a few requests, and I'm just gonna talk about it, show it in detail, and do a few casts here and there, just to show the action of the rod the compression of the rod when you cast. I'll do that a bit later on. Right guys, I've just brought this in. I've just put this bit of black lugworm on there. Now, it's not the best condition worm, to be honest. I was wanting to use it more sooner when I got it, but it's been in the freezer for a while and I didn't salt it, so it's a bit saggy. But what I'm doing is I'm going to put one worm on, and I'm going to tip it with a little bit of mackerel. Now this mackerel was caught 2 days ago off the small pier behind you. All I'm going to do is thread it on twice, put a little bit of dangly bit there, and then I've got this little glow in the dark luminous thingy above it, just a bit of extra attraction. Now I want to do the same with this one, bit of lugworm. And if you look, these are the size of the hooks that I'm using. Really tiny, but really sharp. I know the Cox and Rob, I can't remember what size they are. Well, this was the worm, but as you can see, it's a bit all floppy and soggy and everything, so really I should have salted these, but I didn't. Amateur move, but we'll use it anyway. But fresh blow lug or fresh blacks is definitely a prime bait. It's definitely the best bait to use. But when I bought it, I was wanting to use it the day after, but unfortunately I couldn't go fishing that day, so I had to freeze them. So we've got a bit of mackerel belly on this one as well. Thread it on once, twice, and there you go. Thread the glowy bead on, and there you go. 2 baited hooks ready to go out. A little bit of weight on the top of her there. Oh, I've got a plain lead on that one. I hope the camera lass can do a good job on it. Hope you can see everything. Stop recording. Right guys, a little bit of an update. Tell you what, I'll go and show you. I don't even need to say anything. Are you ready? I haven't had a bird's nest like that for a few years. So as you can see, we've only got the one rod now. We've got the Unabomber out, but later on, before the tide gets too high, I'll put the Pen Pursuit on the Sonik, give it a couple of casts, give you a bit of a show review, and then I'm going to speak about it, and then I'll give you my opinion about it. Right guys, I'm just going to have a couple of casts with this rod, just to show you the, like I say, the bend in the rod when the casting, the compression in the rod. But like I said, I've only got a plain 5-ounce lead on, so I'm not going to be scopping it for miles anyway. When I cast, I like to make sure my lead is near the first eye on the rod, just to give it that extra, it feels more comfortable when you do it that way, for me anyway. One cast, and then I'll show you the rod. First off, the Sonic Vader XS comes in 3 different sizes: the 13 foot, the 14 foot and the 15 foot. The 13 and the 14 are 2-piece rods, but the 15 foot is a 3-piece rod. The one I have is the 13 and it is said to scope 4 to 6 ounces. The guides or eyes are zirconium oxides, and they also come with an anti-frap tip eye. All 3 rods are compatible with fixed spool and a multiplier reel. Okay guys, now that we're back in the shed, I'm going to give you my honest and truly honest opinion about the Sonic Vader XS. Now, previously I have had questions and people ask me, would I ever buy the Sonic Vader? Do I like the Sonic Vader? And people come up to me and say, I want to start fishing, what rod do I suggest they buy? Because I understand how frustrating and difficult it can be to buy a fishing rod, because you go into the fishing shop, this is a little bit of an example, you go into the fishing shop, you see all the brand new shiny rods on the standing up on the racks, and you don't know which one to buy. Alright, and you're scared. Some people are a bit nervous to go and ask the owner of the shop what rod to buy. And then or if you go on the website, any fishing website, and you go to the rods, and then you put in lowest to highest. That's what I've done. I'll admit it. I go to lowest to highest, and then go through the filters, and you go to lowest to highest, and you try to look for the best but cheapest rod. And when you get to you get nervous, because it's the same thing about if you go to buy a car, but in the car you can go and test the car before you can buy it, but rods you can't. But I'm going to give you my truly honest opinion. If you want to buy a fishing rod to go out fishing for the first ever time, and you want a low budget rod, and say if you're just going to go fishing off the piers and like gravel beaches and stuff like that, I would suggest buy the Sonic Vader. Buy the Sonic Vader. The 13 foot around about the £50 mark. The 14 foot around about the £60 mark, and the 15 foot around about the £70 mark, the high £70 mark. But if you want like an all ground rod, like the sand and light rocky and heavy rock rod, I would go for the 15 foot, because that is designed for them type of marks. But if you just want all like a general fishing rod, that you want to go off the piers and light rock marks, buy the 13 or the 14. All right, it really depends. It really is up to you. If you don't want to spend too much money, just get the 13. I've got the 13, and it's brilliant. It really is. It really is brilliant. It says to scop 4 to 6 ounces. I've been scopping 5 with bait and rigs, and I love it. It casts perfectly, and I'm hoping you've just, well, you should have just watched some clips, some slow motion clips of the compression of the rod, and it's perfect. It really is. It doesn't whip a lot. There's still got a bit of backbone in that rod, in the rod there, to get the leads out and the baits out. It's perfect. That's all you need. And in my honest opinion, I think this rod will last a lot longer than any other any of the ones that I've noticed and took notice of. All the low budget rods that I've seen that's around about the 50 or lower, like the ones lower, like there's a few rods there that I've seen that probably won't last anywhere as long as this. As long as this on Vader. I think this will last you for years. As long as you look after it, clean it after every session, make sure you don't jam it in car doors and stuff like that, or drop it all the time. I think you'll be fine. I really do think this rod will last you a long time. And then later on, when you've saved up, you can upgrade. For a suggestion, the Sonic Black. The Sonic Black would be a perfect upgrade from this rod. But but that's at a higher priced rod. But you're not going to go and buy a higher priced rod straight away, unless you've got the money and that's what you're willing to spend that money. But like, well, this is for this my opinion is for the low budget guys, like I was when I was going to start. When I wanted to buy a low budget rod, I was struggling. And I didn't know which one to buy. I was asking loads and loads of friends what rod should I buy. Alright? If I knew about it, I would have bought this. I really would have. I really, really, really do like this rod. I really do. And for £50, you really, really can't go wrong. So yeah, that's my honest opinion. I hope that helps most of you guys anyway. I know this video won't help everyone, but for everyone that wants to start fishing, I hope this has helped. I really do. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If there's anything else you want to ask me about the rod, please leave it down in the comments and I'll answer every single question. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next time on Earl's Fishing Adventures.